Hello, it's Wednesday's Talking Reds. As ever on a Wednesday, sponsored by Tokyo Time. More of them coming soon. But in the meantime, it's John Gibbons with Fuad Hasan here to talk about all the latest LFC news. And it's mainly injury stuff today, Fuad. But it's good news. Good. Don't worry, it's good injury news. This is the kind of time where people kind of come back from international breaks and we start to hear a little bit more about kind of what's been going on. I mean, it's been just a bit on the international breaks. I've liked how conflicting they've been. Basically, Sadio Mane has just been doing absolute bits for Senegal, whereas Mo Salah's just been on a beach.
Yeah. Writing You'll Never Walk Alone in the sand.
Wearing funny hats.
Yeah.
Like I do on holiday.
Yeah. Brilliant. I mean, I for some reason was onto the Senegal score last night, and I saw he was on the bench, and I was sort of thinking, okay, this is great. This is exactly what we want. It's a friendly. Nothing's really at stake. And then he comes on towards the end and scores a goal and gets an assist. So
and then just gets off and just be his absolutely boss. Congratulations to Jordan Henderson as well. 50 caps for England as well. That's quite cool as well. So, but yeah, there's different bits coming out now. Now everyone's kind of like back to work, if you like, back to Melwood, and the news coming out. Joe Gomez back in training after 3.5 months. I really liked the fact that Liverpool tweeted it and then Joe Gomez quote tweeted it like he didn't know. Yeah. Like he was like, "Oh, boss, I'm back in training tomorrow. Great. I thought it'd be another week." So it was news to Joe Gomez and news to everyone. But look, he's going to be a massive boost between now and the end of the season. I think he's Van Dijk's preferred central defensive partner, but even if they decide to go with Lovren or Matip, you know, even if it's just another option or another option at right back to give Trent a bit of a boost, it's great news for Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, you know, if he's only just back in training, he's going to need some time, isn't he, to get up to speed, whatever fitness work there is. And, you know, from a 2 to 4 week injury, it's turned into a pretty long a long time out. So, yeah, I think there's probably an argument to target one of the later games, possibly a Cardiff away or one of them for his return. But I think in the meantime, Matip's shown more than enough to kind of take the place at the moment. But yeah, there's no doubt that I think he's preferred as Verge's partner.
Yeah, a bit too early, obviously, for Spurs, but it looks like Trent's going to be back for Spurs as well. Trent's missed out on England, but looking like he'll be okay. And, you know, we really need him there. You don't really want to be, you know, messing around with Milner at right back or trying to make a Camacho decision for the game like Tottenham. You want your main fella, don't you?
Definitely, yeah. And I think, you know, the Spurs are slightly vulnerable at the moment. And I think, you know, the added kind of outlet of Trent on that right-hand side with Salah, that could really prove dangerous. And we've seen, you know, over the course of the season how well he's kind of delivered, especially with his deliveries into the box and the runs he offers, which is just not really in Milner's kind of game as such. So yeah, he would be a real boost, and, you know, hopefully he can go into it fresh.
Yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, expected back in full training next week. He had a bit of a setback, didn't he? Played in that under-23s game and was doing okay, and then kind of felt something, which often happens when players are coming back from injuries. There's a kind of a little setback as they go into kind of full impact, but it just shows they've got to be careful with him, really. I don't know what you think, but I'm sort of the position of don't really expect anything from him this season, and we do get a bonus.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's realistic to kind of expect him to coming back into this Liverpool side, and especially the way we've been playing and the kind of in that crunch time of the season where, you know, you can't really afford to be playing players into form and giving them the kind of the space to get back into it. So yeah, I think very much it's all about next season, and I think mentally for him as well, that's a good kind of release of pressure, not to think that he has to be back this season and Liverpool desperately need him. There's hopefully enough options there to kind of cover for him, and he can have a good pre-season and come in fresh.
Plus he's just got his first place for Perry. And if you saw, they've moved in together. I think, you know, before it was too difficult with different schedules and things like that, but now they've committed, they've got their own place. There's a really nice kind of Instagram of him trying to bond with her cat.
Really?
It didn't go very well.
Whereabouts?
Well, I don't know. No? I don't know. I mean, maybe he also shouldn't reveal.
Well,
but yeah, it was just in the Echo, so I read it, but he didn't have any detail. I was wondering where it was. I reckon it's like, you know, the posh bit of Cheshire where Josh is from.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I reckon it's sorted there because, you know, she's probably thinking a bit handier to get down to London and all that. A lot of the footballers live there. You know, Alderley Edge, all that.
Yeah, well, she was at Burnley away last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, which was mad because she was in the away section, and I don't know what the ladies' toilets are like in Burnley, but the gents are absolutely horrific. So I was like, fair play, she's getting stuck in.
Yeah, great.
I mean, everyone laughs with Penny, though, like, so was your pop star and all that. She's still like just a girl from the northeast, isn't she? You know what I mean? She's still Penny from the block. So yeah, text in if you know where Oxlade, Chamberlain and Perry have got their first gaff, and do let us know, and we can all turn up and say, oh yeah, they'll love that. Shaqiri anyway is another one. There's a little bit more been coming out about his injuries, about his pubic area. Okay. No, pubic area. Let's be grown-ups.
Sorry.
I've just been talking about the lovely Perry, and now you're beautiful pubes. Yeah, and basically it's been a bit more of a problem than I think they have been letting on. And basically Klopp said, he wants them on the bench because he didn't have huge amounts of options. But I think that just shows why he wasn't used in certain games. He was sort of an emergency option there, really. And maybe shows why Shaqiri's not been kicking up much of a fuss either. Like, he knows that he's not feeling kind of 100%. So it's been, using him sparingly.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, because there was a huge kind of, I guess everyone was looking around and thinking, what's happened? Why has he suddenly fallen out of favour completely? Sturridge was coming on ahead of him, I think Keita as well, and you're kind of thinking, has something gone on there? Has something behind the scenes happened? And obviously, everything seems to be fine. You would have probably, like you said, heard something from him if there was something kind of going on. But yeah, this injury makes sense, and I think, again, there's no rush really, is there? We've got pretty much a full squad coming back. I think Irigi's helped in terms of, I know they're different positions, but he's helped with his kind of him being in form and as a proper option for us now. So yeah, I think get your pubic region sorted and come back fresh for us.
That's good advice for any of us. We're going to take a little bit of a break now. Tokyo Town, as you say, sponsor Wednesday's Talking Reds. Have done all season. We're made up to with the partnership, Great Liverpool Company. This is a really cool advert they made in Japan, I think it was. That way anyway. Enjoy. Tokyo Time are partnering us throughout this season, sponsoring Talking Reds, and we're delighted they are doing so. They are a premium headwear company based here in Liverpool, but representing throughout the world. Here's a really cool video that made the shows a little bit more about what they're about. They're supporting us this season, so make sure you support them. Perfect. Yeah, nice one from Tokyo Town. They've been supporting us all season. They've also helped us produce these caps. We've done them in conjunction with Tokyo Town. You can get them in a nice wine red that's kind of similar to the colour of the home shirt at the moment, or the kind of tall black and white if you prefer. They're available on our website, theanfieldwrap.com/shop. £20 each if you want to buy them, and we'll ship all over the world. And also, we now have in the new Sadio Mane tops, which have been selling like hotcakes. Sean knows because he packed half of them on Friday while we were all there on the Lashing Island. But yeah, the Sadio Mane Izzy Messing shirts are now here. So if you buy them now, then you'll get them very, very quickly. And they're cool, aren't you, Phil?
They are, yeah. How many more Sadio Mane shirts do you reckon we'll have to do over the course of the season?
Yeah, I mean, well, if he continues not messing, then who knows? But yeah, he's just the absolute fellow, isn't he? And I mean, some nice news, if you like, on Mane is that Galen Ballagher's been talking about a couple of kind of players with Liverpool connections, if you like, and so just kind of run through them, because I know you'd all love transfers. I know you'd all get stuck into Rob's gutter shows and all that, so we'll do a bit on that. Ballagher basically doesn't think Sadio Mane will be going to Madrid. He thought that they were interested in him in the summer, but he thinks that basically Mane wasn't having too much on it, and they're looking at other players now, which is good news for those of us who like watching him play football.
Yeah, brilliant. To be honest with you, for a year or so, he's been the one out of the front three I've been a little bit worried about, because I think he has spoken a little bit about Madrid before and in the past, and we know that he's very much he's on a long-term deal now, and he's very much happy, and the sort of player that's quite sensible, I think, with his choices he's made over his career. He's made decisions kind of based on his football more than other things, which is always kind of the way you want to see things going. And this team that we've now got is here to stay for a few years, and I don't think any money really is going to swerve any of them away from us in the summer.
Let's hope not. He's also had a little bit of a chat about Coutinho. He says he won't be coming back to Liverpool in the summer. He said Barcelona are unlikely to sell, they're likely to stick with him, and Liverpool aren't necessarily interested anyway. So, I mean, that sounds fairly conclusive, doesn't it? I mean, I'd be surprised if Barcelona kind of, cut ties with him kind of so quickly, really. I mean, they not just invested so much money in him, but worked so hard to get him, then to kind of sack him off after kind of just over a year would seem a little bit strange.
Yeah, I think it's been strange because over the last week or so you've heard a lot about Coutinho and transfer rumours all over the place. It doesn't really make any sense because I'm not sure if this Barcelona manager is going to be here next year, which is obviously going to have a huge influence in how Coutinho fits into plans. So there's that to consider, and it's not really a club that's used to selling its biggest players. Fine, you've had Neymar, but they're not going to kind of bin someone off after barely a full season. So it's a strange one. I think it might be a little bit of agent kind of kicking up a bit of talk. He might not be happy. Well, he isn't happy, is he, with his playing time and whatever else. And yeah, I can't see him leaving anytime soon, to be honest.
Okay, I'm sure there'll be a gutter show coming up soon. Rob's always jumping on the bit to do this, so there'll be lots more of that. But in the meantime, hope you've enjoyed today's Talking Reds. Just a couple of other little bits of housekeeping before we go. We're doing a live show this weekend in Sunday. We've just done 3 in Ireland, so we're warmed up, you know what I mean? We're limber, and we know what we're doing. So that'll be Sunday. It's live in On Air, which is in the Baltic area of Liverpool. You can get tickets through C Tickets. They are still available. Only £7, and all that money is going towards helping a Liverpool School of Academy go out to the Dallas Cup. So all the ones we do in Liverpool at the moment, so we all try and always help local causes, and that's the one that we're going to. You might have heard us talking to the guys about the Dallas Cup and sending that team over there. So we're helping out with that. And also on our audio service, both free and tour player, you've got a special that I did with the psychologist, Professor Damien Hughes. Damien has been on a few times. I know a lot of you are a big fan of him and his work. He's talking about his new book, which is all about Barcelona and a commitment culture that was built there. It's really fascinating, and we talk a little bit about that. And there's also, on Tour Player as well, an overview show with Rob. Rob's featured a lot in this, hasn't he? What a guy, which is looking forward to the next few games and how we think they'll all play out. So loads of reasons to subscribe, loads of reasons to get involved. But yeah, thanks for watching today's Talking Reds. Up the Reds.